And the palette that I use is the Stephen Quiller Color Theory palette. It is a color wheel palette, and this is a larger version. So it has the smaller traveling version has a little smaller well down here to put your brushes in, and this is a lot larger here. But these are the ones I use in all my classes, beginning classes, for the fact that it is a color wheel palette. So you have your primaries here, your yellow, your red, and your blue, followed by your secondaries, your green, your purple, and your orange, which I really don't have any colors for those. You can get those, but I like to mix my primaries to create my secondaries. Then I have my neutral tint, my sepia, and my two blues. So how you want to do it is when you put color in your palette, don't just be cute, and a lot of my students just kind of put a little bit of color like that. Okay, that's all I need right there. Notice how I filled up part of that, maybe a third of this tube of color in there, for the fact that this is watercolor. We're gonna be using a lot of color, and it lasts a long time if you buy the professional grade. If it's Daniel Smith, Winsor Newton, Saligny, it's really going to extend. They're very well pigmented. So you have your red, quinacridone coral, you have your French ultramarine blue right here. I have my cobalt blue, my cobalt teal blue, my sepia, and then I also have my neutral tint here. And the nice thing about this larger palette is we have plenty of mixing space. All this space here to create color. We also have the actual cover to use if we need more mixing space. A lot of times students have a smaller palette when they come to my class, and unfortunately if they have good color, that's fine, but listen, there's just the mixing spaces here is quite small. So I always tell them, get yourself a larger palette when you're beginning. It'll make your life a lot easier. Now for those of you that painted before and you have a larger palette or even a square palette, this is my studio palette here. And so this is the John Pike palette, one of my personal favorite. I've had it since college, going on 30 years. I have all my colors here, but in general, I still use the same basic colors, the ones we have here. But if you have this, great, bring that in. You don't have to get the colors that I have on my supply list. Or if you have a larger one like this is a traveling palette here. That is also great, it's okay. So bring what you have. You don't have to get all brand new colors if you don't want to. It's really up to you.